Okay, so you wake up in the morning, it's early, and you have bought a game, and you're going into 120 hertz signal on your PlayStation or Xbox, and it looks like this. Else watch out. And now you're like, okay, I don't have reshade on PC, because I don't have a PC, so how the heck would I be able to remove this fog? Well, you can actually calibrate away the fog so that it's, I would say, 90% gone. A lot of people already know kind of about this. Like, yeah, you can go into the TV settings, you can dial down function dark areas, and it will look like this. It's a lot cleaner because the thing is, you get black light rays and misalignments in the image because of compression and stuff on PS5. So that only happens when you're in 120 hertz mode, though. So you can use -18 fine-tune dark areas to counteract this lifted blacks and get back to the 60 hertz image, at least 99% there. And you can see it looks now a lot cleaner and clearer. However, this game has this kind of mid-tone raised blacks kind of look. It isn't raised blacks in all its aspects, so we might lose some black level detail in very small detailed areas if we do change some of this, but I don't think people actually want to change it. So what normal people will be doing is they take the black level slider and dial it down, or the fine tune dark slider down, or they make the black stabilizer slider darker. That will look like this. Now this looked great. Definitely if you're gonna play in dark room and whatnot, but here's the issues though. It can be a little too dark maybe in the black darkness here. It's not a big deal though because it's nighttime in the game, so it's not that big of a deal. But the UI, it becomes a little too dark in nits. I do think the overall image resolve looks slightly less clearer. So what if we could just remove the fog and correct the black levels, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Well, what you can do is you can do this instead. And now the image looks a lot cleaner. So I'm gonna show you how it looked if we are using the corrected settings, the -18. Or heck, I can just show you how it looks default. So this is default. Then we do the -18 black level, -18 fine-tune dark areas. It looks like this. Basically not any difference whatsoever really. It's slightly more cleaner in the image resolve because it's corrected the issues of overshoot near the darkness of the gamma. I wouldn't really say it's that big of a deal though. And then we can use the corrected settings. Now, standard, default, we haven't done anything. And then with my clear settings, the game now looks super cohesive. It looks clean, it looks clear. We don't have that fog. It looks great. I would say even the game is almost saved. You also have more colors. You have a high mid-tone luminance when it comes to the HUD. It doesn't look too dark like with these settings. You can see vastly improved. I do think this looks very cool and clean as well. I'm not saying the black stabilizer on 0, 1 or 2 is bad. I'm just saying in this case, I think this looks cleaner than this. So, what are the settings? It's actually pretty easy. So, what I would recommend you doing, go into the game optimizer settings inside of the game bar here. First of all, you want to make sure that you set the fine-tune dark area slider. So, we're gonna do that today. We're gonna bring this all the way up to 0. That is the default point. We're gonna make this to the default. We're gonna make white stabilizer to the 0 point, which is also default 1010, and black stabilizer up to 50. Now, we're gonna check the sharpness and the colors. Colors are going to have to be boosted, so we're gonna have them at 80 for Diablo 4 specifically. So 80, we're using HGG. We're using 28 sharpness because this game has a little smooth of a blurry kind of look to it, and I like to elevate the sharp details a little bit and make it bump a little more from the image. I think it looks great. 28 in this game. So now, we haven't fixed the visuals. So now, in this case, the black stabilizer 2 would look a lot better because that's a lot closer to the clean look. But stay with me here. So, if we're playing this game, and we want to correct everything, what I would want to do first is check fine-tune dark areas. How much does it save the image if we just go And I would say it basically saved the image just by doing this, but we can go a step further because we lost a little bit of brightness when we did that. So we're gonna take the black stabilizer, instead of going down, which does look really good, but we are losing brightness and making the image bluer in the midtones, we're gonna go up instead. That will wash out the image slightly. Then we have to boost colors. That's why we have it on 80. So now 1, 2, 3 clicks, so go to 13 or plus 13. We want to boost white stabilizer, so we go all the way down to 0, which is the most aggressive value. This will push stuff near white, closer to white, making more specular detail pop, like the plates here or the side of this, or his outfit with the white is gonna pop more, or the fire is gonna pop more, the HUD elements are gonna pop more. It's gonna give more specular pop to white. Now, the midtones are still kind of lifted in the image. This is midtones. Everything that isn't too bright or too dark. So we're gonna go 50, and we're gonna dial this down until the midtones start to look realistic and clear. I would say that's almost perfect. We have good black levels down here, but looking up there, we have some black level rays. So we're gonna have to find a balance here where we lose a little bit of black level detail, but we make the midtones look clean. So let's see. I think that's good enough. 35 or 36. I'll go with 36. It's a little bit more washed out, but I think it looks great. So now when we compare the images, default and the newer one, now it starts to look pretty good, right? Very clean. So just know in the future, if you're going to be changing around with black and white stabilizer, find your dark areas, 120 Hz signal, VRR, know that there are a lot of discrepancies and deviations, and you can change the image in your own way. You don't always have to make it so dark. You can sometimes make it cleaner instead of making it darker. You don't always have to make it super dark to make it look clean. You can also preserve the mid-tone specularity and clean, clear look, but also remove that pesky washout that you get in many games. So clean or very dark, that's up to you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll have to catch you guys in the next one because I gotta go and do some other stuff now. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new. Thank you guys. Bye.